Hi, my name is Jenim, and in this video, I will be talking about 10 things I did to lose 100 pounds. So, I just wanted to share about the things I did to lose weight. So, 10 things that I incorporated into my weight loss journey to be able to lose 100 pounds. So, I would just jump right into it and tell you the 10 things I did. And then after I'm done talking about them, I would share a little more about my journey and my struggles and where I am now. So, jumping right into it, the first thing I did to lose 100 pounds was walking. So, I started off walking 2,000 steps a day because before then I was very sedentary, and I made a change from not walking at all to starting just for like a 10-15 minute walk and then 20 minutes, and each day my step count increased because my stamina increased and my ability to keep walking more steps got better. And when I started, I was not in a healthy place, but from walking every day, I kept getting better and being able to be mobile and work and walk way much more than I ever did in my life before. So not long after I started, like I said, I started 1,000 steps, 2,000 steps, and then kept going higher. And before I knew it, I was walking 5,000 steps. And then finally, I got to 10,000 steps and more. So I would do that daily. And the way I kind of incorporated it, because it took me a long time to be able to achieve those steps. It usually took me about 2 hours or an hour, 40 minutes. So to be able to have that time in my day, I at the time was working from home, so I had 15 minutes break each day, and I had an hour long break for lunch. So I used those times to go out for my walk. So the 15 minutes break, I would use it 10 minutes of it to go for a 10-minute walk, and I'll get in 1,000 steps. And then the second one, I repeat the process. And then the 1 hour lunch break, I would use that time to go for a walk for about 50 minutes. And also, I lived like on the 4th floor, and then I'll take the stairs up and down, just to get in more steps and to kind of exercise, I guess. And by doing that, it was very helpful and contributed a lot to my weight loss. When I started my journey, I weighed 375 pounds. It was a lot, and it had a very negative effect on my body. And being able to incorporate these little exercises, being able to incorporate these little exercises was very helpful for me, and it was very difficult, but it helped me in the long run. So walking was the first thing I did to lose weight, and the second thing I changed in my life. So basically, to lose weight for me meant changing my lifestyle, meant changing my habits. So the second thing I did was I ate 90% whole foods. So what did that look like? I ate mostly foods that came like in their natural form, complete. So like an apple or vegetables, or basically fruits. A banana is kind of like an whole food, and things like that. And obviously, it's not just eating like fruits and vegetables all day. I made my own food at home. So I stopped ordering out or doing takeouts, and not completely, like I said, 90%. There's this 10% where I did whatever I wanted, like whatever I felt like eating. If I wanted ice cream, I had that. If I wanted something not in my program, I had that. So I had that grace to give myself or to fulfill my cravings that did not fit within my weight loss goals in a way. But yeah, being not having that absolute all or nothing or like no restriction that would make me want to rebel. That helped me. So 90% all foods. I cooked my own meals every day. I would just go to the grocery store and I would spend most of my time kind of like on in the perimeter of the grocery store, meaning just the moment you walk into the grocery store, the fruits and vegetables section, the all food section is that the perimeter of the grocery store that I spent most time in, and I got things, I cooked my meals, and by doing that I kind of like was in control of what was going into my food. And being in control meant I knew, okay, I'm putting this amount of oil in my food, I'm putting this amount of salt in my food. I kind of knew and could control what was going into my meal, and by doing that I could make better decisions for myself. And so yeah, I ate 90% all foods, cooked all my meals, or most of my meals, and then I ate a lot of fruits and vegetables. So I would give more information about what I ate during this period, but eating all foods, incorporating all foods really helped me drop the weight. And now I would go to the third thing I did to lose 100 pounds, and that is snacking on filling foods. So when I felt hungry, instead of reaching like for cookies or donut, which I used to do a lot, I would reach for like a carrot sticks, or I would reach for oranges. So I would reach for apples. So I made fruits my snacks. So I love fruits. Now a lot of people will tell you not to eat fruits on your weight loss journey, and they have like legitimate reasons for saying that, but for me I found that fruits were very helpful to me in my weight loss journey because I have a sweet tooth and I crave sweet things, and it took a lot for me to put on all this weight through the years. So if I was going to make a change, I couldn't like completely cut out sugar. So what I could do was to get my sugar fix in some other way, in a healthier way, I guess. And I did that through fruits. And I would eat carrot sticks at night when I was craving. If I was in the middle of the night, when after having dinner I was feeling hungry and wanted to eat something, I would eat fruits. So I would grab an apple, I would have banana by the side of my bed, just to help me kind of make healthier decisions, or better decisions. And yeah, that's what I'll do. I'm sorry, I'm a very shy person, and this is like only my second YouTube video, and I feel very nervous, but I do want to share my story so that I can be able to help people who are on the same journey as I am, to share what I've learned along the way and the mistakes I've made. So this is very nerve-wracking for me, but please bear with me and forgive the noise if you're hearing anything. I'm just doing this at home, and I hope I get better in time. But moving on. So snacking on filling foods helped me to fill that gap and those cravings. So, and the foods being containing sugar, kind of solved that craving I had for sweet food, pastries, cookies, and things like that. I was getting my sugar fix from fruits, and it helped me feel full because of the high water content, the high fiber content, and all of that. So it would make me feel full for hours. And that helped a lot. So, and also watermelon was an example. So watermelon is very filling. Pineapple, high fiber. It has high sugar, but it also has high water content. And I love mangoes. So I'm originally from Africa, and so Africa, I love my tropical fruits. So mango, pineapple, banana, and all of that. Those are the fruits I grew up eating, and I love them now. And I incorporated them into my weight loss journey. So you have to incorporate things you actually love. If you do not love it, you would not keep doing it. You would give up along the way. So moving on to my next point, the fourth thing I did to lose weight was I let it go. I know this is not like a strategy about diet or exercise, but it's a strategy about your mental health. So as much as diet and exercise are extremely important to losing weight, your mental health is also important. So I was mad at myself. I had this anger at myself for letting myself gain all this weight. I started gaining weight pretty early in life when I was 17 years old. That's when it started showing and when it just began. And each year I would get bigger and bigger and bigger till I got to 375 pounds. So I've had a lot of like mental health struggle in terms of being able to accept that I did this to myself, accept that it was a survival thing for me. I went through a lot, which I'm not going to go into in this video, but there were things that happened in my life that contributed to me not wanting to take care of myself, that contributed to me just letting go, and being able to, at this point in my life, look at the situation rationally and just say, yes, it happened. I gained this much weight. I damaged my health in so many ways I would not get into in this video, but in future videos, if it's something you want to talk about, if you want to want me to talk more about mental health in relation to weight loss, or if you want me to talk about my struggles and other things, please let me know in the comment section, and I would make videos about it. But like I said, this point, my fourth point, the fourth thing I did to lose weight, letting it go. I forgave myself for the things I had done to myself. I forgave myself for not taking care of my body. I forgave myself for, in my mind, failing myself, because there were so many, even till this day, so many health problems that I have to deal with as a result of my weight gain through the years. So I forgave myself and I let it go, and I think that is something you should consider doing if you have any negative feelings about your weight, or you have any sadness or pain about your weight. I think it's something you should consider, just letting it go and forgiving yourself and beginning your journey if it's something you're interested in. And loving yourself is a very important part of this journey. You cannot hate yourself to being healthy. You cannot hate who you are right now. You cannot be hard on yourself. You have to be kind to yourself. You have to love yourself right now. You're not going to love yourself at the end of the journey if you do not love yourself right now. So that would be what I would say, a tip I would say on this point. And if possible, getting into therapy might be helpful. Being able to talk to someone about the things going on in your head about your journey. It's a very difficult process. For some people, for others, it's easy. But for me, it's been a very difficult process where I've been very hard on myself and very critical of myself, and not like forgiving myself when I make mistakes. doing the things I don't want to do, and then I put on more weight or something like that. I find myself being very hard and very critical, and I don't want that. I want to be kind to myself and gentle on myself while I try to better myself. And I think that's something I would recommend. So consider that. Consider talking to someone. It might be someone in your family. It might be a friend, your partner, whatever. Just talk to someone. Or if it's something you can afford, and if it's something you would consider therapy too. Whatever it is you need, it's not weightless in my mind. It's not just a physical thing. It's also a mental thing, if not more a mental thing than a physical thing. So I'm going to move on to my next point, which is the fifth thing I did to lose weight was OMAD and intermittent fasting. So OMAD is 1 meal a day, and I did OMAD and intermittent fasting. I stumbled on OMAD at the beginning of the process when I wanted to lose weight. I just kind of Googled and then also went on YouTube to search how to lose weight. I had no idea. I'd done a lot of not great things in the past to lose weight, but I didn't know much about nutrition and exercise, and I just wanted help at that point. So I stumbled on OMAD and I stumbled on intermittent fasting, and I was like, this is something I could do, because I'd kind of like fasted in the past for religious reasons, and I was like, oh, okay, I can do this. I cannot eat. And even apart from me fasting in the past, why I felt I could do this was I have this kind of all or nothing mindset. It's like, if you tell me to do this and you tell me the reason why, I will go all in. It's either I go all in and do it just right, or I just don't do it at all. So I'm still trying to find a balance with that. But I was like, OMAD 1 meal a day. Okay, it's all in. I can do that. Eat 1 meal a day. Okay, I will do that. All right. And I did OMAD, and it was tough, to say the least. At the beginning, it was tough. So I would work and go on my walks like I talked about, and then like 5:30 p.m. in the evening I would make my dinner, and at 6 I would break my fast with 1 meal I prepared, and I would eat it until the next day. And at night, like later at night, if I felt hungry, like I said, I had fruits next to me where I could just pick up an apple and eat it, and it would calm my cravings, or carrots, or a banana, so I just had fruits next to me that would help me curb my craving and help me not to reach for something like a cookie at 10 o'clock at night, so that was what I was doing. I was eating 1 meal a day, and I did that from October 2021 to March 2022. And in March 2022, I had lost 60 pounds. I was then weighing 315 pounds. And those were the things I really, really did at that point to get to 315 pounds. The walking, the eating all foods, snacking on filling foods, forgiving myself, and OMAD. And if you want me to talk more about intermittent fasting and OMAD, eating 1 meal a day, I can make videos about that, but I would like to move to my next point now. But just let me know the things that you would be interested in knowing more about, and I will share that. And my next thing I did, one big salad. So the one big salad came later, after the 60 pounds. I watched a video, I can't remember who it was, but he said, like, whatever you eat, whatever you do, just make sure you eat one big salad a day. It can have anything in it, but just make sure you have one big salad a day. And I was like, okay. And I started incorporating the one big salad a day, and by then I'd stopped doing OMAD. I was just doing intermittent fasting. So I would break my fast at 12 12 noon in the afternoon. And yeah, so I started incorporating one big salad, and I would throw things in there, different kind of things I liked. So the base would be like lettuce or kale, or yeah, mostly lettuce or kale. But then I could throw in carrots, I could throw in tomatoes, I could throw in different things, shrimp. I could just throw in like anything I wanted in there, and it would be this big salad, and that's what I would have for my big salad of the day. And by God, it was filling, and I incorporated that into my day. And I think I would recommend that just to get in your fibers, just to get in something kind of like filling, a really big salad, not just a small little salad, but a really big salad. And throw in the things you enjoy. The thing about this process is if you do not enjoy it, you would not keep doing it. It would not be a lifestyle. It would just be another fad or something you try and you're like, oh, this is torture, and you'd stop. So the things you like, throw it in there. And I had my one big salad a day. And the seventh thing I did to lose weight was drinking water. So I'd heard from my research that drinking water helped with weight loss. So I would drink a lot of water a day, like a lot. I had all these water bottles. I had, even till now, I have a lot of water bottles where by my bedside, on my desk, like everywhere in the kitchen. So I drink a lot of water. It kind of helps like your system. It flushes out things. It helps you feel full. It does not replace food, but it helps you, gives you a sense of fullness, and it helps your skin. That's kind of like a plus. But yeah, drinking water is very important in this process, and I can go into more details about why. But yeah, I incorporated drinking water, and then the next thing I did to lose 100 pounds was drinking green tea, matcha. So this is relatively new for me. I kind of like started like drinking green tea and matcha, and the only reason I'm adding this point in here is just I struggle with getting full, staying full, and I struggle with kind of like my hunger and fullness signals. So I don't, no matter what I eat, no matter how much I eat, I still feel hungry. Like I would eat, I would be like, oh, I'm full, I'm okay. But less than an hour later, I'm like, I want something. So I struggle with, I think the hormones are called leptin and ghrelin. So ghrelin is the hunger hormone, and leptin is the fullness hormone that tells you you're full, stop eating. And I struggle with that, partly maybe because I have insulin resistance and PCOS. So my hormones are out of whack. So I do struggle with those things. So because of that, in comes kind of green tea, and then matcha more recently. So the kind of, when I drink them, especially matcha, it helps me stay full. I don't have that insane craving I had, because like the cravings I used to have, my stomach will be full because I've eaten, but kind of mentally, it's like there's all this food noise. I'm hungry, I want to eat some more. I want to grab whatever it is and just put it in my mouth. But since I started taking more green tea and more matcha, I started feeling full. My fullness signal was working. It's weird. I don't know more about it. I would research. I could talk about it more in future videos when I learn more about it. But I would be full. I would not be hungry anymore. I just feel full. There was a fullness, a calming of both my mind and my stomach, and I felt okay. I felt the food noise stopped. That's what I'm trying to say. I would eat and I would be content with what I eat. I would not keep going crazy, like ravenous. And I'm just throwing that point in there. I don't know why that app works for me, but it did. And then the ninth thing I did to lose 100 pounds was experimenting and failing to figure out what works best for me. So if you see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes. I just have a note so I can stay on track and on topic. So with experimenting and failing, I didn't know what to do. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I had no knowledge about weight loss, about diet, about exercise. So I was just looking everywhere. I Googled, I went on YouTube, I went on Instagram. I just kept looking for information to help me to lose this weight. And um, like I did OMAD, I did other things. I was like, oh, keto. Keto was one of the first things that came up when I was experimenting. And but I can categorically say keto is not for me. I would go into why in future videos, but by experimenting, I knew, okay, this is not for me. Does keto work? Absolutely. Does keto work for me? Absolutely not. And that is okay. It's not that I did not lose weight on keto, it's that I gained all the weight back the moment I touched the carb and more instantly. So I know that keto is not for me. It's for it will work for other people, but for me, with the issues I have with PCOS, with the issues I have with hormonal imbalance, with the issues I have with all of that, other things I've talked about in this video, it's not for me. So you have to figure out what works for you. So like all the things I've said in this video most likely will not work for everyone because we're all different. Hormonally, genetically, our experiences, so many things makes us different. So by experimenting, you can figure out what works for you. You might see something, you're like, oh, I can do that. But when you do it, it makes your life miserable. It makes you not happy. It makes you not want to continue your journey. It's not for you. Is the information wrong? Probably not, but it's just not for you. So you have to kind of pick and match like what works for you to find out what you want to do to lose weight, what would help your weight loss journey to be sustainable and not miserable while you do it. So, by experimenting and by failing, I learned a lot on my journey. So, keto is just one example. There's more things I can go into, but just experiment. All the information you get on the internet is not all for you. You have to find out what works best for you and what's good for you. And my next and final point, the 10th thing I did to lose 100 pounds is patience. You have to be patient with yourself. It takes as long as it takes. So, by no means am I a dietitian. I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not a nutritionist. I'm just sharing my experience. How I lost 100 pounds and I had to be patient. I lost this 100 pounds in a space of 3 going on 4 years. I started in October 2021 and I'm still on my journey. So, like I said, when I started, I was 375 pounds and I weighed in just this Sunday, a few days ago, at 268 pounds. I've lost over 100 pounds in the space of over 3 years, almost 4 years. And that is a long time. I wanted to lose that weight in just at most a year. And I lost 60 pounds in less than 6 months. I think, yeah, from October to March, I lost 60 pounds. So in my mind, I was like, oh my God, I got this. I'm going to kill it. I'm going to be so good. I'm done with this. That did not happen. Life threw things my way. Things happened to me. I had to have surgery. In that March, something happened. I was going to it in other videos if you want to know more about it. But yeah, things happened to me that derailed my journey, and life will happen. But I knew I wanted it bad. I wanted to be healthy so bad. I wanted to feel better so bad. I wanted to feel good so bad. So the question is, how much do you want it? And how long are you willing to wait to get it? Because this is the rest of your life. There's no rush to get this unless like you're traveling or going to the beach or something, going on vacation and you want to look your best. Then you could do like quick fixes, but you have to change your habits, the way you think, your relationship with food, and so many things have to change, and change takes time. Change takes time. Like you could lose all the weight. Some people can lose 100 pounds, over 100 pounds in 4 months. Some people have lost over 100 pounds in 6 months. It's doable. The question is it sustainable? Can you keep the weight off? The weight you've lost, can you keep it off? You know, and research shows that more than 80% of people who lose weight gain it all back, you know. So there has to be a change in the way you think. There has to be a change in the way you feel. There has to be a change in the things you do. There has to be a change in the things you say. There has to be like an overall change. Your relationship with food and so much more. Your relationship with yourself. And without that change, any achievements you have might not be sustainable in the long run. And that's kind of where I am. I wanted it so bad, so fast, and I did do a lot of damaging things in the process that I regret doing now. And now I'm like, I'm just going to be patient with myself. I'm just going to be to myself. And I'm going to take these steps I've outlined out to you today and practice it in my own life. I'm still learning. I'm still in the process. I have more than 100 pounds to go. I have so much weight I still want to lose. And so I have to keep incorporating these things I have shared with you in my own life. And I don't know if I said my name. I am Jenim. I'm a poet, and I do share my poetry on this channel in my shorts. So if you want to see more of that, you can go to my shorts and you'll see my poetry. I started writing poetry when I was a kid, and I've written 4 books, and I'm currently working on my 5th book and my first novel. So yeah, that's me. And the reason I created this channel and the reason I started YouTube is so that I could share my journey. It's so that I could be accountable to myself. So I've been struggling to lose more weight after the 100 pounds. I've been struggling to like go down mentally, physically, and so many other ways. So one of the reasons I created this YouTube channel and I'm making this video is to hold myself accountable, to share my story, but also to hold myself accountable on my weight loss journey, and also to help people who are struggling like I am, like I did, and like I am. Um, Give them any information I know, and also if you leave a comment in the comment section, letting me know what I'm doing wrong, letting me know what I could do right, or more things I could do. It could be helpful to me, it could be helpful to other people who are on the same journey. So I would say please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anyone you think it would help or benefit. And another reason I'm creating these videos is so that I don't feel so alone. Weight loss is an isolating journey. It's a lonely journey. Not that you might have so many people in your life, but it's your journey. It's not theirs. So you might struggle. Having people to help you, to share you on, to correct you, and just be there for you. So holding myself accountable, being able to help people and not feel so alone on this journey. This is why I'm doing this, and I hope that I do more good than bad. And I just hope to help people who are on the same journey as me, and who are looking to lose some weight and to feel less alone while doing it. So, thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing. Thank you for everyone, to every one of my subscribers. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. And I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.